What's good, y'all? It's your boy AJ. Welcome back to another scary video. And this one we got Sir Spooks 5 scary ghost videos to never watch after nightfall. Now, I ain't here to waste no more time, so without further ado, man, let's get it. Hope you guys got your snacks. Oh.
Hello everyone, my name is Sir Spooks, and today we'll take a look at 5 scary videos to watch before Christmas. Tonight's episode is brought to you by Shudder. As the world's premier streaming service for horror, thriller, and supernatural content, Shudder is spooky 24/7, 365. Just because Halloween is coming.
Number 5.
Over on the popular ghost subreddit, a user by the name of Shadow12 posted a video that he says was filmed within his house the year before. He says that in the video he captured something terrifying and it still freaks him out to this day. So let's take a look and see what happens.
Let's see. Already, that's a dark room. Oh. Gotta get rid of that picture, man. It's been contaminated. That's actually pretty creepy, man. Crazy.
Sometimes with a video like this, a lot of people would expect there to be a major incident like objects flying around the room. But the fact that this video simply depicts an eerie picture frame moving by itself is more than enough to give you the chills.
Yeah, you gotta get rid of that picture.
Some commenters suggest that perhaps it could have just been somebody stomping around upstairs, causing the frame to wiggle around. But the uploader insists that there wasn't anybody above him at the time.
What about the other pictures?
He also states that even if somebody was upstairs, stomping around, it wouldn't have enough force to make this frame wobble. He goes on to say that he has even more videos related to the paranormal, but he has yet to upload them. Gratefully though, the uploader says that he no longer lives in this house.
Good.
So we can only hope that his new house is ghost-free
Bro,
and
smart.
he's living in peace.
That's what I would have did. I would have moved out. And hold on, how you know they have an upstairs? You don't know that unless they showed the stairs and I didn't pay attention. I don't know, man. I don't know.
The following video was sent to me through email by a man named Chris, with this description provided. Quote, I bought my parents a Ring doorbell a couple of years ago and they've never seen anything strange on it. But this July 4th, 2020, they caught this video. My whole family was at their lake house for it, and after being on the lake and drinking beer all day, we were all asleep by midnight at the latest. Yet this was caught around 3 AM and no one was awake. Also, the path the figure takes is stupid and dangerous as there are decorative boulders and trees in the way. A normal person would have gone to the left of the trees, which is wide open. Don't know much about their house, but they bought it in 2014 after the previous old lady that owned it died. We've never experienced anything other than this, and I personally haven't anywhere. End quote. With this description in mind, let's take a look at the video.
Let's see.
He runs for like another minute and he never comes back. He never does anything else. Whoever this
never rings again.
Yo, they got aura.
dress or something.
They got aura around them,
Like
man.
a wedding dress?
They got plus 1,000
Wedding
aura.
dress.
It is creepy how it's just, it's dark there, and then boom,
Whoa.
out of nowhere. Just came from...
That is some scary stuff right there, man.
The figure itself certainly looks spooky, And in the video you can hear the people in the background speculating whether or not the figure is wearing a dress. Judging by their freaked out reactions, this is most likely an extraordinary situation that they haven't experienced before, just like Chris told me in his email. So what do you guys think?
That ghost has
Was
aura around
this a
it.
ghost caught on camera? Was it just a random person wandering around? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below.
Whatever it is, it got plus 1,000 aura. So look at that. Look at all that aura around it. It's crazy. Number 1.
Dead Zone 43 shared the following
Whoa.
creepy video over on my very own subreddit SirSpooks, which is an excellent spot for all things related to horror and the paranormal. There you can share videos of your own or watch videos submitted by the community. The original uploader of this video gives a little bit of context, saying, quote, "When I was in the US Army, we were on training exercises in Bemowo-Piski, Poland, for a couple of months. On post, we pulled 24-hour shifts to secure and maintain order at headquarters." End quote. He then goes on to say that on the government cameras he was able to access, they picked up something scary walking across the yard. Let's take a look and see what it is.
24-hour shift.
The
That's
ghost is
crazy.
back. And it fits. Holy fuck.
Yo,
And the ghost is back.
vanished in thin air.
Holy fuck.
Woo. I would have quit that day. Hey boss,
If this footage is fake,
I will not
altered in
I will
any
not be
way,
coming back.
then whoever messed around with it did a terrific job at making it look this convincing. The way the figure, which looks like a human for a few seconds, suddenly fades out of existence is undoubtedly eerie. And the man filming the security camera sounded genuinely shocked and fearful when he notices what unfolded on the tape.
Bro,
The uploader goes on to say that he and his roommate heard unexplainable running sounds in the attic in addition
Running
to this
sound?
footage. So it begs the question, what was this figure and what was it doing out there? Is that really a ghost wandering around and then disappearing without a trace? Is this just a brilliant hoax or is it a camera glitch? Be sure to let me know your ideas in the comments.
that's gotta be real, man. There's no way.
Do you want your own scary video featured on SirSpooks? Then
I
send
do.
an email to sirspooksclips@gmail.com.
Do I do that, y'all?
Provide a YouTube link and a short description of the video.
Do it from number 1 to number 2.
For as many years as you can imagine, people from all around the world have been trying to prove the existence of ghosts. But at the end of the day, nobody has ever been able to 100% confirm that they do exist. But sometimes you watch a particular video on the internet that looks so compelling that you just can't help but feel as though ghosts have to be real. This video uploaded to YouTube by the channel Really Haunted on August 3rd, 2019 is definitely one of those videos. In the video, we view security camera footage set up within the channel owner's kitchen where his cat is sitting peacefully. After a while, the cat begins to climb the countertop, and it's here in which something fascinating and creepy happens. Take a look.
I still never seen like anybody have a washing machine in their kitchen. Like, I know that's something that's not in the United States, but that still baffles me right now. To this day, a washing machine in the kitchen. That's something that's pretty interesting. Oh. Yikes. So the soap fell. It fell in the sink. I thought it was a face
It's
at
another
first.
one of those incidents which appears to be so simplistic when you first watch it, but oftentimes the most convincing and genuine paranormal videos on the internet are the most simplistic in nature. Sometimes all the convincing you need is something like this to be captured on camera. Also, notice the way the cat reacted as soon as it noticed the object moving. It looked genuinely surprised and scared, and I feel like if it was all a setup and the owner was off camera pulling a string, the cat would have noticed. So what do you think about this video? Is this compelling evidence that ghosts are real? Or is this all a big setup? Let me know in the comments.
I do think ghosts are real though.
Amy's Crypt is one of the most popular channels on YouTube when it comes to videos relating to the paranormal and horror in general. Her channel is loaded with great authentic content that I highly recommend you check out, ranging from unexplained mysteries, creepy rituals, abandoned building explorations, and plenty more to keep you entertained. In one particular video uploaded to Amy's channel on October 25th, 2020, she ventures out to an old haunted church, which appears to be run down and where many have claimed to have experienced paranormal activity. The video in question is over 40 minutes long and is jam-packed with tons of creepy content for you all to enjoy. But one of the creepiest moments happens at around the 27-minute mark when Amy sits down in a certain area of the church and hears strange noises that frighten her. Take a look.
Are you sitting in somebody's spot?
Did somebody say Tom earlier?
Oh, sh-
Whoa.
what was that? What
Go check
just
it out.
happened?
Go check it out.
Oh, sh- what was that? Oh, sh- what was that?
That gave me the chills.
What happened? Did the light just go off?
Light just something just fell.
Turn it off.
That actually sound like it said Amy.
Something balancing or something like that?
What the heck?
Time to get up out of there.
Something balancing or something like that?
What the heck? What the heck?
Then, just a couple of minutes later, Amy proceeds to another room in the church and begins to sit down for a little bit. But they seemingly can't find peace even when taking a breather, because something odd gains their attention. Look at this.
I don't know.
Let me come around that so people can see. So this is Amy's
look.
box that
It's
she
not
puts-
like a floppy thing. Like I actually need to.
And the cabal's gone off now.
It's moving.
What is that?
It moved.
What is that?
Am I making it?
You
Is that
can
a
blame
motion
faulty
detector?
batteries or electronics within the ball, but that seems like reaching for answers at that point. Of course, it is entirely possible, but ruling out the paranormal doesn't seem fair. Regardless, Amy's video has plenty of moments that are sure to give you the creeps. And that was 5 scary ghost videos
that's
to
it?
watch before Christmas.
Dang, that was quick. Alright, in this next video, we got Nuke's top 5. Almost forgot his name. Got 5 scariest abandoned places on Earth, man. Let's get it. That last one was a little too short. Like, it happened so fast, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
The top 5 scariest abandoned places on Earth.
what you snacking on? Let me know in the comments below.
Poveglia. Poveglia is a small island in northern Italy that has a strange history of death and insanity. In the Middle Ages, Poveglia was used as an isolated place to quarantine victims of the bubonic plague. It is estimated that over 100,000 people died a slow, horrible death on the island. Their bodies were piled into mass grave pits and burned. It has even been speculated that the very sick, but not quite dead, were sometimes shoveled into the pits as well, where they burned alive alongside the other bodies. The locations of the graves are unmarked and unknown, so there are likely bones buried all across the island. As if Povalia's history weren't already creepy enough, in 1922 a poorly constructed insane asylum was built on Poveglia Island.
That's haunted as free.
The mentally ill of Venice were abandoned at the asylum and left to die. Legend has it that in the 1930s, one of the asylum doctors went insane himself and began performing strange experiments on the asylum patients.
Why?
The doctor later climbed to the top of the asylum's bell tower and jumped to his death. In the last decade, construction crews were called in to rebuild the decaying island hospital, but the construction project was suddenly abandoned without cause. Stories and rumors have circulated that the construction crews were scared away from the island by strange accidents during construction and frightening ghostly encounters. Today, the island remains abandoned. The Italian government prohibits anyone from visiting Poveglia Island.
If you want to visit this island, man, bro, it's so haunted, man. Everything died over there,
On April
man.
26, 1986, Chernobyl reactor number 4 went into full nuclear meltdown during a failed routine safety test. 31 workers died directly from the meltdown and the resulting radiation sickness. It is also estimated that the meltdown might have caused over 5,000 cases of cancer across Europe, and this number continues to grow to this day. Most affected by the Chernobyl nuclear meltdown were the citizens of the nearby town of Pripyat, Ukraine. Even though workers and Russian officials at the nuclear power plant knew immediately about the meltdown, the citizens of Pripyat were given absolutely no warning for 24 hours. Residents began to report severe headaches and cases of uncontrolled fits of coughing and vomiting blood. Finally, 24 hours later, the citizens of Pripyat were evacuated. They were told that the evacuation was not that serious and would only last 3 days, so they should only bring the bare essentials, leaving behind everything else.
Рекомендуется с собой взять документы, крайне необходимые вещи, а также, на первый случай, продукты питания.
Turns out, the evacuation was quite a bit more severe than the citizens were led to believe. The planned 3-day evacuation of Pripyat, Ukraine, has now continued for over 30 years. The city has been left untouched and decaying. It is radioactively toxic. Current estimates state that the city will not be habitable again for another 180 to 320 years. Abandoned homes, hospitals, and schools still stand, with their contents left inside. Even an old abandoned amusement park still stands inside Pripyat. The ride's now overgrown with weeds and vegetation.
That looks creepy.
Centralia, Pennsylvania.
I'm not going to Pennsylvania.
In 1962, the citizens of Centralia, Pennsylvania had a problem. It seems that the town garbage dump was full to the point of overflowing. The town council met and decided on a solution. Even though it was technically illegal under state law, they would burn the contents of the town dump in order to clear it out. Unfortunately, the town dump was located on top of an old abandoned coal mine. The garbage fire spread down into the mine, and with the coal acting as fuel, the fire began to burn out of control underneath the city of Centralia. Multiple attempts were made to put out the raging underground fire, but eventually it was considered a lost cause, and the town gave up. They just decided to continue living life as usual on top of a massive underground coal fire. This went on for nearly 20 years, with the fire still raging uncontrolled. Then, in 1981, a 12-year-old boy was playing in his backyard with his cousin. Suddenly, a 4-foot wide, 150 feet deep sinkhole opened beneath his feet and almost swallowed him. His cousin grabbed his hand and pulled him from the hole, saving his life.
I seen smoke and I thought I didn't want my grandmother, to go over near because she's elderly and I was worried about her, so I went over to see if it was the mine fire, and when I did, I just fell right through.
Emissions from the sinkhole were found to contain toxic levels of carbon monoxide. This incident brought national attention to the Centralia underground fire. Congress allocated over $42 million to relocate the residents of Centralia, but some people who had lived in the town their entire life refused to leave, despite the fact that toxic fumes and smoke were spewing from the ground, and even the highway through the town had become cracked and warped from the underground heat. The state declared eminent domain over the city of Centralia and evicted its few remaining residents. The fire under the city of Centralia has been burning over 50 years and still burns to this day. Centralia is now deserted, but with 3 cemeteries in the small town, it is often said that the city is home to more dead people than living ones. There have been multiple ghost stories where tourists claim to see the apparitions of coal miners walking through the smoke from the many sinkholes and disappearing. There have even been reports of ghostly voices that can be heard telling visitors to, quote, leave this place. Centralia, Pennsylvania was one of the inspirations for the Silent Hill video games and movie. Experts believe that the Centralia fire will continue to burn for over 250 years.
Dang. Wait, how did you know that?
Snake Island.
I've heard about this, bro.
The Ilha de Camada Grande,
Don't go
also
over
known
here,
as
man.
Snake Island, is just off the coast of Brazil. It is known as one of the world's most dangerous islands.
Yep.
You see, the island is inhabited almost entirely by a species of large venomous snakes. These snakes, called the golden lancehead pit viper, are found only on the island and are some of the most deadly snakes known to exist. The golden lancehead's venom is said to be 3 to 5 times stronger than that of any mainland snake, and is so toxic that it can actually melt human skin. The island is absolutely covered with snakes, in a higher concentration than anywhere else in the world. Official estimates state that 1 golden lancehead pit viper can be found for every square meter of the island. It is said that the last remaining human residents on Snake Island were the lighthouse keeper, his wife, and their 3 children. One night, a window in the lighthouse was left open, and some of the lancehead pit vipers crawled inside. The lighthouse keeper and his family tried to flee the lighthouse and make it to his boat, but they were all bit multiple times as they tried to escape.
Yeah, I was trapped.
Days later, the lighthouse keeper's boat was found still tied offshore. Inside the boat, the lighthouse keeper and his entire family were found dead. No one was willing to take the lighthouse keeper's place on Snake Island, and the abandoned lighthouse still sits empty to this day.
As it should. Nobody need to go over there.
UFO houses.
UFO
The
house.
Senji UFO houses were a complex of oddly shaped houses constructed in New Taipei City, Taiwan in the late 1970s. The construction project was said to be cursed from the start. You see, the developer chose to build the homes on what had once been the burial site for hundreds of Dutch soldiers. But then, to make matters even worse, as far as curses go, the construction company chose to split a sacred Chinese dragon sculpture in order to widen the road into the housing development. After that, everything just seems to have gone downhill. During the construction of the homes, there were multiple fatal on-site accidents and even several suicides. By this time, the local population of New Taipei City widely regarded the entire area and the homes themselves as cursed by dark forces and spirits of the dead. So there wasn't really a lot of demand to purchase the homes. The entire project was abandoned and the Senji UFO houses were left empty. Then in 2010, the houses were torn down completely, with plans to build a new seaside resort in its place. As of today, the new seaside resort has never been built. The site of the Senji UFO houses remains eerily abandoned.
Oh man. That's gonna cap it off right there, y'all. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Please smack the like button, subscribe today to join the AA, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.